Today I wanted to review the Tarte concealer. I'm sure you've seen this everywhere. This is the Shape Tape and I got it in medium, actually light medium. I always say medium light, but it's light medium. I have been looking for this guy ever since it came out. It was sold out everywhere. Also, I've checked and checked over and over again. And it looked like they didn't want to bring it back online at all because it said out of stock. It didn't even say sign up to get notification to, get notified if this comes in stock. It was just gone. And I'm like, what? Okay, let me go check on their website. So I went to Tarte's website and it was gone there. So light medium is a very hard shade to come by, I guess, because light medium is the perfect shade for the under eye. I feel like it is the perfect shade because it has that little bit of yellow undertone, which I feel like it's good for my skin tone. I'm kind of in between yellow undertone and neutral. So it's kind of, I can go both ways. So I thought it would be light medium would be the perfect color because I was able to swatch the medium in stores. Medium is always in stock in the store. So I went to the store and swatched it a long time ago and it was a little bit too orange for me. So I figured light medium would be the best color for my face, for my skin. Yesterday I went to Ulta and I found it. There was one left on the shelf. I grabbed it. It was mine. So if you're in your 30s and 40s, stay tuned because I am going to give you a first impression actually of this concealer and I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel about it, if it's working, if it's not working, what's not working, the good, bad, and the ugly. Let's get started. So I just put on this foundation. This is the Too Faced foundation. It's called Born This Way and it's in color nude. It's a little bit lighter for me, but by the time I finish the whole entire face, it kind of ends up matching. But and then before I put the foundation on, I put on the Smashbox Photo Finish Oil Primer and a primer oil. And I like it because right now it's my skin is so dry. So I need to put a little bit of that oil and it's very little. I mean, a little bit meaning just like the tiniest bit because it's very oily. So I'm gonna, it smells a little more perfumey than I'm used to. I'm just putting a little bit because I've been watching people putting this on and some people just go crazy with this stuff and some people just dot it on. I'm using the color light medium. I feel like that is the best match because I like to keep my concealer a little bit lighter under my eyes. I want to see if it's gonna sink into those fine lines. And I'm using a damp beauty blender, the same beauty blender that I was using to apply the foundation. Okay. Here's a silent moment. All right, I'm going to look at this close up in my mirror. Hold on a second. Let me get a mirror that's close up. All right, I got my giant mirror. Okay, let's get close. Wow. Okay, so far, okay, I was not expecting to like this. Okay, I was going in thinking, okay, maybe I'm just gonna hate it. I'm gonna be the one review that's really gonna be putting this kind of down. I hate to say that, but I thought I would be the only person that would not love this product. So I just kind of went in there thinking, I just wanted to give you the most honest review. Just put it on for the first time. It really blended nicely, which I'm very surprised. I'll even show you close up. Let me get close, okay? I'm gonna get close. I'm going to get real close. As close as I can. As you can see, I have little tiny fine lines there. I hope I'm in focus. Okay. So I have fine lines here, little tiny lines there, which is always going to be there. Concealer or not, it's always going to be there. Putting a little bit of concealer does make it look a little bit more obvious than not having anything on at all. But look at my skin right now. Like, I feel like this went on so smooth and nice, and it didn't make it actually made my pores disappear down here, which I am very surprised. It was a thicker formula, but it wasn't hard to apply it. It didn't really, it wasn't very hard to apply. It went on easily. I haven't powdered under my eyes, and I've been talking to you guys for about like 5 minutes, let's say, and it still hasn't seeped into my fine lines, which is great news, because usually most concealers go into these two lines that I have and under my eyes, which I did apply generously under my eyes, so it didn't even sit into the fine lines. That is great news. It doesn't look oily, which I love, but it doesn't look dry either. It just kind of reflects the light perfectly. Like it's just the perfect formula for under the eyes so far. Okay, I just put it on. Like I said, I haven't even set it yet. So great coverage. Did cover really well. It didn't sink into my fine lines just yet, but I will check back with you and let you know if it does throughout the day. Okay, I'll check back with you after I put my whole face on. I set my under eyes with this Cover FX powder, which by the way is my favorite powder. Just had to put that in there because it's really my favorite. I've been using it for almost 2 weeks now, and I haven't used any other powder. So far, it's really amazing. I love the way it looks. It still looks really nice. I'm gonna check back with you in 3-4 hours. Let me see what time it is right now. It is about, all these notices come up. Sorry, let me do that again. It is about 12:18 right now, and I'm going to check back with you in probably 3-4 hours just to see how it creases under my eyes. I'm not really doing much today. I'm just gonna go pick up my daughter and then come home and just do some editing and stuff like that. But I'm just gonna let it sit for a little bit for 4 or 5 hours and see how it does throughout the day. Okay, I'm back, and actually I thought I was gonna be back in 4 hours, but it's 8 o'clock, almost 9 o'clock actually. 8:59. So it's been some time. It's been about, how many hours is that? 12, 1, 2, 3, 9. It's been about 9 hours. And so right now I was looking at myself in the mirror. I was looking at my concealer and my foundation. Actually, my foundation is mostly gone on my chin and my nose and on my cheeks, but this concealer stayed put the whole time. I didn't do any touch-ups. I didn't powder under my eyes. I didn't have to do anything. It's still there. It's still covering pretty well. Yeah, it looks like my foundations wore off more than my concealer has. It didn't sink into the fine lines like I thought it might be. It might do over time, because sometimes they do that. Under my eyes, it looks like this side, it's a little bit worn off right here, but I think it's because I was tearing up a little bit in the afternoon. I don't know, for some reason my eye was feeling sensitive, so I teared up a little bit and I wiped this area a little bit, just kind of dabbed my finger like this to wipe the tear off. I think that's why it's wore off, but everything else is the same. I am very impressed with this concealer. I'm actually really happy that I was able to get my hands on it. So that is my review and first impression of this concealer. If you can get your hands on the right shade for your skin, then definitely get it and test it out yourself. For me, being in my 40s, I feel like the concern is really in the fine lines, trying to find something that doesn't go into the fine lines and something that stays on all day and doesn't rub off, doesn't get clumpy in the fine line areas, which it didn't do any of that. And it's still smooth, like I just applied it. I'm really, really excited that I was finally able to get my hands on this and try it out. So that was my review and first impression for this concealer, Tarte concealer. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you do try this concealer and you like it or you don't like it for some reason, let me know in the comments below, share with the community. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. I upload regularly. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.